What is up, guys? Liquid Hbox here, and it seems that the rumors were finally true. As of this week, it has been reportedly announced that the Super Nintendo Switch is indeed coming soon, right on the horizon of E3. And apparently Nintendo is going to announce it before E3, that way they can use that big conference as a showcase for all the new upcoming games, potentially games that have been now ported perhaps to a higher resolution. Bloomberg reported today that people asking not to be named said the new console is expected to, 1, be priced higher than the original $299, and 2, be announced before E3. Now, the original Switch will be phased out, and apparently they're going to focus on this new Switch and the Switch Lite. So if you're an owner of the original Switch or wondering where that's going to be, that's no longer going to be sold at all. Sometimes when Nintendo releases a new product, they might take their earlier iteration and lower it down by like $50 along those lines. But in this case, there won't be any lowering. They're going to just remove the Switch. If you want the budget option, it'll be the Switch Lite now, which of course the Switch Lite does not have a dock and it's only handheld. So if you want to play any of your Switch games from here on out that are going to be supported, you have to buy this new console. And that's big, because any new port of a game or any new game that comes out is going to be on this new Nintendo Switch. Now, whatever it's called, new or super, no matter what, the important thing to know is that it's going to be backwards compatible, obviously. The new Switch is going to be able to run the games that ran on the old Switch, but the vice versa won't be true if the new Switch has certain specs that it offers, which it obviously will. Previously in March, Bloomberg did report that it would be using a 7-inch OLED panel made by Samsung, and that's a 0.8 increase from the original 6.2-inch on the original Nintendo Switch. However, it would only still be 720p. On the go, that's fine, but if you put it into a dock, apparently it's going to output 4K resolution. So still 720p on your screen, but 4K resolution when put into a dock, which is a massive upgrade and would be the first ever console Nintendo put out that supports 4K. If you looked into the firmware on the recent version 12 on the Nintendo Switch, there was actually some hidden code. And this hidden code referenced a new dock called Cradle Aula. And options such as 4K DP _preferred _over _USB 3.0. What this gibberish means likely is that the power behind the new Switch could be more in the dock upscaling its graphics to a 4K technology, like NVIDIA's DLSS. So those little clues right there might indicate, yes, we are indeed getting a new Switch. The new Switch is guaranteed. The question is now, what exactly is it going to offer? And I think at this point, Nintendo, they know they have to keep up with their competitors. They've always had a huge grasp on the handheld market. So I think that's why they're keeping their handheld at 720p. There's no reason to have to, completely redo, the handheld version of a Switch, and which costs a lot more money because there's no real competition for them in the handheld market apart from mobile games. But Sony and PlayStation, their games have been in 4K now for a while, especially with the amazing new graphics offered by the PS5 and the new Xbox. But in this case, Nintendo, they're always the third to the party. They always let Xbox and Sony do the really, really high-end technical stuff, whatever the newest thing is. They let them do it first, and Nintendo kind of falls behind afterwards. Because they know that they can still have a huge amount of sales being the cheaper product and still have a bunch of original IP that people love. E3 is happening on June 12th, so we'll either see the reveal of the new Switch there or potentially before it. So make sure to subscribe to the channel because, of course, as soon as we find out, we'll make a video about that as well. But I really do want to give my predictions, and especially in terms of games like Smash and earlier games that were already on the Switch. My prediction is that if E3 is on June 12th, they are going to announce it officially on June 5th, 1 week prior. So it'll be an entire week of anticipation, building up all the way through to the event. So I'll be at InfinityCon when they announce it. It'll be probably a lot of hype, crazy for everyone. But if they offer a 4K Switch and they re-release old titles like Super Smash Bros. One, are enough people going to buy it to justify it if they're already buying a new console? And two, if Nintendo thinks that's not the case, will this be only new games exclusively? So, if Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was supposed to be around for a long time and have DLC added to it, there is a chance that they're not just going to re-release the game in 4K. They're going to release maybe a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Supreme Edition. Ultimate, I don't know, God tier edition, whatever adjective you want to use. Basically, the same thing that they did for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, it could be Ultimate Deluxe for Smash Bros. 2. On Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you got it for the Switch, it came with like all the characters and cars unlocked, and you just plugged it in and went. And it was a really, really cool experience. Actually, I believe as of right now, remains the highest selling game for the Nintendo Switch. So if you take that strategy and apply it to a new console, well, even if it's a slight tweak or upgrade, if it is a whole new console, Nintendo could easily do that. And I guarantee you, every single Smasher on Earth would buy it again. I mean, Ultimate came out, what? I think, oh man, I gotta, give me a second, editors. December 7th, 2018. So the game's been around 2.5 years. And basically, if they were to announce they usually wait like 5 years in between Smash Bros. Titles, but in this case, if it's just a sort of revamp or a sort of deluxe edition of Ultimate, it makes sense for it to be released maybe 2.5 years to 3 years after. My idea is that they're gonna, announce the Switch Pro on June 5th. They're gonna showcase it on June 12th, and they're gonna put a release date for Christmas or around there. And everyone's gonna be losing their minds about it. That gives enough time for everyone to sort of, come to terms and come to peace with, okay, if I want to keep playing Smash, or I want to keep playing my old titles, I gotta put them aside, save up some money for this new one, because obviously any title that's revamped in 4K is gonna come with more exclusives. They have to. I don't think they can just resell it. They can just reskin it, re-up the graphics, and resell it. Like, for some hardcore people like myself, because I'm a streamer, I'll buy it, of course. But for the casual audience, they need more incentive to do so. And that's just talking about old titles. And that's just, are we going to get a revamped Ultimate, a revamped Breath of the Wild, a revamped Odyssey? Odyssey 2, right? On the 4K Switch, Switch Pro or Switch, Super Nintendo Switch, whatever it's called. Those are huge selling points. So they're certainly going to focus on the new exclusives, and if they are going to upscale any game, it won't just be, by the way, you can buy this game again in 4K. It'll be, by the way, here's a deluxe edition of this game, which happens to be in 4K. They're going to offer a lot more perks with it, and that is good news for Smash Bros. Because, a lot of us predicted that what's Smash 6 going to look like. I don't think we have to worry right now about a Smash 6. I could legitimately see, if Nintendo does an Ultimate Deluxe Edition, I could legitimately see that being around well through like 2025. Honestly, you would have people happy for a very long time, and when a new console is released, that's a big deal for any publisher or developer, and Nintendo especially. They really cherry pick how they release consoles. Sometimes they use a console as a testing period, like the Wii U. The Wii U, the games on it were actually pretty good, but it just didn't click with consumers because it was too confusing. The Wii and the Wii U had two similar names. The tablet was this foreign concept where people weren't sure, do I bring the tablet with me? Do I bring it at home? Hell, even I was confused when the Wii U came out. But the Switch is what the Wii U was supposed to be. It's the perfect little handheld console that actually has really good games, really good graphics on screen, and it's just incredibly convenient. I think they want to take that concept and push it to the absolute next level with this Switch Pro. But if I'm being honest, the best name for it would be the Super Nintendo Switch. So let me know in the comments below what games you think are going to be announced for this new Nintendo Switch console, the Switch Pro. Which ones you want to see the most? Are we going to have Odyssey 2? Are we going to have another Zelda title? Is F-Zero or Metroid finally going to have another title, re-released or polished up or whatever you want to say it? Let me know what you guys think. And of course, with the Sonic Direct and Sonic Anniversary just passed, let me know what character you think might be revealed at E3. I will say one more thing before I finish this video, because I thought it was pretty telling. It was the YouTube, here we go. YouTube Gaming Twitter casually put out The main character of the last game you played gets added to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Who is joining the battle? For any big account to tweet anything Smash related, just completely out of the blue, it's usually an indication that they know something we don't. And I'm almost 100% sure that this means E3 will confirm a new character. So, the most beautiful best case scenario at E3 is that, one, obviously the new Switch is revealed. It looks sick. It's in 4K. 2, a new version of Ultimate is revealed, like an Ultimate Deluxe Edition in December, which everyone's going to lose their minds over. And then 3, they reveal a new character, because they still do have to finish off their Fighters of Pack number 2, DLC Pack 2, which I believe there's 2 characters remaining. With the Sonic Anniversary Pass, I think for sure it's got to be Eggman, but as we've come to know, no one can really tell. So leave your predictions in the comments below. I want to see which one of you guys is the prophet this time around. And to be honest, this is a fighting game, and we have literally fucking Snake fighting Pac-Man, fighting Steve from Minecraft. Anything is possible, alright? So, thanks for watching, and I'm really hoping that this new Nintendo Switch Pro... Let's see what type of life. Nintendo Switch Pro. Do we have it? I like seeing these renders. I might use one of these renders as like the... Like that one looks like it has a bigger, bigger screen. Looks pretty similar, brighter. Oh, that could be interesting. It looks like it'll be a pain in the ass to hold. I don't want that. I think I like the grip on the current Switch, although the Joy-Cons do need a revamp. This one's got more of a curved shape, more sleek, elegant. I like the creativity on some of these. Some of these are actually really cool. This looks really nice. I actually like this because, one, the joysticks seem a lot more feasible. But this looks like, the only problem with this is that I don't see where you could unsnap the Joy-Cons. Oh, but actually, that could be a thing. Could the new Nintendo Switch have not the Joy-Con, the removable Joy-Cons? Could that be a thing? I was gonna say, well, you need to have that to support the older games, but maybe not. That would be weird, though. I doubt they would do that big of a switch. I think that's like one of the big selling points of the Switch. You take off a Joy-Con, you hand it to your friend, and you can play it. So, I don't know. I think the most likelihood, in the most likelihood, it's just gonna be something like this, maybe. It's gonna be new joysticks, obviously a bigger screen, and better, more bright, easier on the eyes, more lumens, if you will. So, yeah. I don't know. Only time will tell. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you, especially for the Switch Pro announcement and E3. See you guys.